the rich and famous have flocked here to see and to be seen.
Look at that. That's the glitz and glamour of Miami.
Everything is done for maximum effect.
Look at those buildings up there. This is Art Deco. This is the 1920s, 1930s. This is when Miami really started to build down these drives. So that's why all the buildings are Art Deco, and they're beautiful.
These streets have the largest concentration of Art Deco buildings in the US.
It's a tropical sort of heat here most of the year round. So the people are used to this sort of heat, and they've developed most of the food and the drink around the weather.
Miami is a city virtually built on the beach, so it comes as no surprise that the seafood here is incredible. Joe's Stone Crab has been a Miami institution since the early 20s, and I love crab, so there's no way I'm giving this a miss.
Look at that. You don't get this stone crab in the UK at all, indigenous to here. Honestly, absolutely stunning. And with the lime, just to die for. I promise you, that's the best crab I've ever had in my life. It's worth coming to Miami just to have the crab. That is stunning.
Being an inquisitive kind of guy, I ask if head chef Andre can take me into the heart of the crab kitchen. The crabs are pre-cooked and chilled, and just the claws arrive ready to be freshly cracked open for service.
It's the way that these guys are doing it. Look at the way they're doing it. He knows exactly the pressure to put on to crack those shells.
Oh. This may be harder than it looks.
It's quite a job actually, because each one's slightly different, but it's finding that right balance of...
It is. You get that rice crack.
I managed to crack
and that
2.
So when they're doing this, how many of these will they go through in a night?
They'll go about 1,500, 2,000 pounds a night.
Wow.
And it's just a rhythm. It's a magical sound of just crack, 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 crack all night long. You know the restaurant's farming really well.
There's more to this restaurant than the stone crab. They also serve a classic local bake that's been on the menu here for generations.
Thank you very much indeed.
And General Manager Brian is keen for me to try their key lime pie.
Fantastic. I've got to try this. You're going to like it.
It's made with Florida key limes, rumoured to be the sharpest of all limes.
Do you know what it is? It's when your cheeks suck in because it's that tart. That's what it should be. That is absolutely delicious.
And a hint of sweetness in there just to finish that palate off,
yeah.
Especially after the stone crabs.
Yeah, I agree. I love key lime pie. I've forgotten, actually, before I came to Miami, how much I love it. That's very good. I love this place. Thank you, Brian.
There is nothing like rediscovering a favourite bake to make you fall in love with a city. Miami has many different sides to it. Ocean Drive is all about fitness, rollerblading, segways, chilling out on the beach. But at night, a whole different Miami emerges. The Art Deco buildings light up in neon as people go out to eat. There is another side I want to explore, Miami's Cuban community.
This part of Miami is called Little Havana. There's a reason for that. You only have to look around to see all the different shops. The music you can hear as well as you go past some of the bars.
Cuba is only 100 miles off the coast, and Cubans have been settling here since the 1950s. So, today, nearly 1.5 million call Miami home. Nadal Ahmad is a local and the founder of the Pincho Factory chain of restaurants, and he has agreed to show me around.
So this is really the epicenter of Cuban and Hispanic culture here in South Florida.
I think it's amazing. You know, you move from one part of Miami to another, and then you get a different vibe again.
It's like you've gone somewhere else completely.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I know you love the baking, so I know just the bakery that we need to go to. We need to go check that place out.
Is it far?
Not that far. It's right up the road.
All right, buddy, let's go.
I never expected my first visit to a Cuban bakery to be in Miami. El Brazo Fuerte has been owned and run by the same family for 3 generations. And the baking looks colourful.
This is a big bakery, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on. But for me, I like to find something that is traditional to the area, something that you would come and check out.
So the pastelito de guayaba is something you have to have at every Cuban bakery. The rest of the country, donuts and coffee for breakfast. We have pastelito de guayaba and cafecito. And so that's this one right here with the bright guava in there.
Oh, wow, yeah. And what would you call this again?
It's pastelito.
Pastelito?
Yep.
Okay.
Junior is the man in charge of this family bakery.
We have a secret family recipe.
Oh, wow, yeah. The guava is very sweet. Almost strawberry. Sandwiched in between puff pastry. The flavour is intense. It's still warm. It melts in the mouth. It's delicious. That's spot on there.
This is our stuff, man.
Do you know what? As an Englishman, I'd have that with a cup of tea. Now, you're the expert here. Which one would you go for?
I would recommend the cream cheese.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. We have a little secret we do in our family, and when we actually roll out the dough that we're going to use to make the pastry, we put flour on the table, but for the cream cheese, we also like to put a little sugar. So when we lay it out and we stretch it out, the sugar goes in there, and when we bake it, it gives it a nice crunchy feel. So it's not like our other pastries.
That is very different. It's a bit like, I suppose, a bit like a croissant.
Like
a similar shape.
Similar shape. It's got the fold.
Yeah, it has. Oh, wow. Do you know what that reminds me of? Because of the sugar on it and the bake, it tastes a bit like candy floss. That's delicious. Yeah, I get you on that one.
Thank you, Paul.
I like that a lot.
This is unfussy, delicious baking. All the pastelitos are quite sweet, even the meat fillings, but Cubans clearly know their bakes.
Do you make your own puff pastry?
Yes, sir. We have a full production in the back if you would like to see how we do it.
Do you know what? I'd love to see how you make it, yeah.
The kitchen is right behind the shop, and Junior wants to show me the first bake I tried, pastelito de guava.
This is where all the magic happens. This is what the bottom of our puff pastry looks like. Next step is we're going to pipe some guava into the tray.
Okay. That's a lumpy bag, isn't it?
This is a big bag, yes, sir.
It's a big bag.
I've never used guava jam, but clearly Cubans like a lot of it in their baking.
Now, the trick here, when you're going to put the top part, is to make sure you don't stretch it. So if you stretch it, when you cook the pastry, it's going to shrink.
Yeah.
So we're just going to lay it, lift up, let it fall down on its own weight.
I love Junior's ingenious homemade cutter to get the right size.
And it gives us our shape.
And that's it.
His family make 12,000 of these pastelitos every week.
Your grandfather was the one that set himself up in a bakery down here.
My grandfather started the bakery. My dad was about 11, 12 years old. So my grandfather taught my dad how to do everything. I've been here since I was 5, 6 years old helping out. So everything's been passed down generation to generation.
I actually relate to that because my dad was a baker. So when I was a little boy, my dad had a chain of bakeries. So when I was a kid, on a Saturday, I'd go work, earn a bit of money. And now my son's growing up. I don't want him to be a baker. It's too hard. It's really difficult.
You sound like my dad.
I think what Junior and the rest of the family do in there is fantastic. First of all, they're keeping the family tradition alive, which to me is a big thing. I know because I come from a family of bakers. They're in a neighborhood which is predominantly Cuban. So what they're doing is keeping alive the Cuban flavors. That, for me, represents Miami, and I absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Junior.
Thank you, Paul. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for the tour.
Thank you for stopping by.
Next, I enjoy the very best that Miami has to offer.
Opulence and beauty all wrapped together in one little bubble.
From the place to stay to the place to play.
Nothing screams American football like the American football cheerleaders.
Big one.